not only tiger and elephant. ऐसे बहुत सारे animals हैं जिनका count अभी कम हो रहा है because people are killing them. Come here, I'll show you the video and then you'll get to know.
Poaching sounds familiar, right? Many of us must have come across this word somewhere or the other, and some of us even must have had a poached egg, right? But today, we are not going to talk about a poached egg. Rather, we are going to talk about something which is more crucial and important for each one of us to know and be aware of. Today, the poaching I am referring here is about illegal trafficking and killing of wildlife. Wildlife has been poached at a massive scale, with millions of wild animals of thousands of species being poached for their native habitat. Some of the examples which are very common and every one of us knows are tigers, elephants, rhinos, deers, etc. So, this, what is the next question that arises is why? Why these animals have been poached? What is the reason for them to be captured or killed? Is it for their skin? Is it for their scales or blood? The reasons are never ending. But some of the reasons why these animals have been poached are highly priced and valued animal parts and products. The illegal wildlife market is a multi-billion dollar industry, and for this reason there are cartels and top government as well as wildlife regulation officials that benefits from this illegal trade. A report published by Science magazine on 4th October 2019 claimed that more than 5,000 species of mammals, birds, animals, and amphibians are sold and brought in planet's animal markets. Unproven religious, aphrodisiac, and medical values. Some animals have been hunted for religious purposes and religious ceremonial objects like for their tails, skin, feathers, teeth, and so on. Turtles, orangutans, snakes, seahorses, and pangolins are equally part of Chinese traditional medicine believed to cure disease including cancers. Food and exotic dishes for the elite. Some wild animals like zebras, lions, hippos, elephants, gazelles, snakes, and giraffe are killed for their meat, traditionally referred to as bushmeat. Organized criminal network. Some wildlife animals are prey to criminal networks linked to human trafficking, money laundering, and drug cartels. The criminal network is large enough to have the animals killed in sub Saharan Africa and its parts used in Asia. Some animals are also captured alive so that they can be kept by the criminal gangs to show might and power, while others sold as pets. The rhinos, for instance, has no natural predators except human. Habitat loss, logging, and expansion of human settlement areas. The total human population grows larger day by day, forcing humans to invade lands set out for wild animals. In this process, wild animals are killed so that people can grow their cities, develop roads, settle or practice agriculture. The destruction of animal habitat causes more animals to starve and be killed when they invade agricultural land or attack livestock. Logging also creates roads and pathways in the interior of wildlife, therefore, or giving poachers roads to use it, accessing the deeper areas of forest that host a variety of wildlife animals.
So now let's get to know about the statistical data about the wildlife trade and poaching. A recent review of the data indicates that illegal wildlife trade do not corresponds to nearly the biological categories, but some markets make use of multiple species, as you can see in the pie charts. And the next graph is the number of seizures in worldwide by year. It's right from 1999 to 2018. You can see it is increasing, and in 2017 it's on the peak. For the 2018, the data is not yet known, so it's not complete. There are many wildlife products that are traded illegally. Examples like mongoose hair, snake skins, rhino horn, tiger, leopard claws, elephant tusks, deer antlers, etc. But one of the most famous example are the pangolins. Pangolins are one of the more unique and peculiar animals that exist today. This mammal is prehistoric and has been around for 80 million years. Its mechanism of defense is to roll up into a ball and wait until the danger goes away. While this has proven effective against most predators for millions of years, when it comes to defending themselves from poachers, it has had the opposite effect. When pangolins feel threatened, they don't run or attack. They stop and curl up. This means guns, traps, or training aren't needed to poach a pangolin. They can simply be picked up. More than a million pangolins are estimated to have been taken from the wild since 2000. As such, pangolins are now believed to be the most trafficked mammal in the world. The rate at which these animals are traded across international borders is staggering. Some estimated calculate that an average of approximately 1 lakh pangolins are poached and shipped into China and Vietnam every year. This high price and ease of supply means that criminal organizations are making a fortune from moving these animals from their habitat to the marketplace. The Chinese government continues to allow the use of pangolin scales for traditional medicine despite promises to crack down on a trade that has made them the most illegally trafficked mammals in the world. Pangolins have almost disappeared in China because of medically unproven belief that the broth containing the scales has medicinal qualities, including helping women who have problems lactating. Over recent decades, the circle of slaughter and smuggling has steadily widened to neighboring nations, then Southeast Asia, and now Africa. The other animal that is poached is the cheetal, which is also known as the spotted deer. It is poached for its antlers, and the antlers are used as decoratives. Also, the pieces of antlers are used to make showpieces, handles, and butts of pistols, hangers, knives, and buttons. Antler powder is also used to make Chinese and Tibetan medicine, and in Ayurveda and drugs as well.
Our next species is helmeted hornbills. Helmeted hornbills are magnificent birds only to be found on the islands of Borneo and Sumatra and up to the Malay Peninsula in southern Thailand. Around 60 different hornbill species can be found in Asia and Africa. The helmeted hornbill is only one to have a solid casque. All other hornbill species have hollow one, and this reason has led them to be listed as a critically endangered species in IUCN Red List since 2015. Poachers hunt these birds for their casque or red ivory and enlargement of the beak. Unlike other hornbill species, the helmeted hornbill's casque is solid, making it attractive for carvers and particularly valuable for poachers. Until 2016, there are at least 1,000 specimens of helmeted hornbill casque confiscated in Indonesia. China and Vietnam are countries with high demand of the species, but besides Indonesia, Myanmar, and Thailand are the sources.
The illegal wildlife trade also happens with plants. It is the misguided anthropocentric ranking of plants as inferior to animals has led to ignorance of the fact that plants are a part of the illegal wildlife trade as well. Plants are illegally traded for the variety of reasons, including the production of essential oils, medicines, perfumes, timber, and for ornamental collections.
As we now know what is poaching and also have come across some example, now we will know some effects. It leads to imbalance in ecosystem. It leads to an extinction in species. Also, according to National Geographic, 600 rangers assigned to protect the wildlife were killed by the poachers. Poaching also lead to the spread of deadly viral diseases from animals to humans. These are just a few examples from the numerous effects that is caused by poaching.
Till now, we have seen what happens due to poaching, its effect on the nature and the ecosystem. But like every problem, this also needs a solution. So some measures that we can do is engaging the public. Also, engaging the public because public needs to be educated on the importance of wildlife animals and why poaching is bad for the economics. Also, recruiting more scouts in order to protect the wild animals. Thirdly, making tougher laws because the legal systems are already in place and outlawing the practices. However, poaching still continues. So therefore, the laws needs to be tough. Lastly, animals are meant to be free. Stop trapping them into cages. Stop the deal, not the breed. Thank you.
तो देख लिया
You have to come behind me, stupid.
क्यों